Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Damn, boy, what my body
a quick burst
like
there,
that,
and he nicely bit off
Damn.
a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Man, this nigga run tight off
So
that
they'll
the
come
whole
up
fucking
first
game,
and 10
bro.
now from the 33.
Pistol.
You're not ready. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Not today you aren't. One left. Check 24, check 24. Check 26, check 26. Check 3. Check
From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. It's caught, Lockett. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Gun. Buzz. Be ready.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
380. 20.
Wilson will throw again. Going up top.
Messed
And
up on
all the
my
way
D-line,
in,
bro.
touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 43 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
You don't want none. Slam. Pilot, 64, weak. Quick the edge. Come. Rock it. Hit it.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
the oar. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Get it. Run.
Damn, we got fucking stuck. Boy.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ready? 18 Gator. Mike's 5-4. Too little, Cupcake.
On 3rd and 2, Jones.
Come on, D.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Check 9. Switch. Hey, easy.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You got nothing. Alert 3. Hey, Mike 20. Check pass. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Two times. All go special. Hey, zero.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Mike 20. All day, punt. Mike got 4 down.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 bud.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it. are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Stop your whining. Mike 50.
To throw on third down, Jones.
Damn, throw the
And
ball.
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Bruce Irvin able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
I wanted to kick that out of bounds.
Now it's Lockett. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds
Damn,
like
why you ain't
things
just stay
balance
over
out,
there,
right?
bro?
What's that
Why you
mythological
following him?
thing
Just
that we
stay in
do?
your fucking
If you
zone.
have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mike 20. Better bring it. You better go. I'm letting you know right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike 15. 20. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Check 50. Hold up. 6. Hey, easy. Tuck. Gun. Mike 20. I can't believe they let you play.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check safety. Back. Kill. Good guys, 4 down. Friday.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 20. Here we go. Front left.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's get this.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he is swallowed
center,
up right
bro. You
at
got
the
put on
line
your
of
ass
scrimmage.
ball, linebacker, bro.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flushed out right. This complete to
Man, this
Lockett.
nigga always hiking the ball.
First down,
Fast
Seattle,
as fuck.
16
Don't,
yards.
boy,
The
this
game
nigga
there.
would be on fucking
Sometimes
clowns.
it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Outside the pocket, bro.
Now it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go. Slam. There. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Alert. Yo, 40. Under pressure.
To throw again is Wilson.
You got tight.
Complete to Dorsett.
Watch out.
It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
He runs. One flip. Go. Check 13. Shift. There. Joker. Don't take. Spell.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go, D. Check. General West. Hey, Delta. All day, baby. All day, baby. Mike 50, Mike. Hey. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Jones.
God damn, bro.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Bro,
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed line. Here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the side. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Front it. Big edge. Watch twist. Zebra. Twist.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right.
Turn up.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 20.
Three down. Listen. 20, Mike 20. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mike's 50.
Here's Jones operating from the gun.
Watch the screen.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Rush protein spill. Rush in.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
I was clocking off.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
Odell Beckham Jr., 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Watch the safety creep. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So ass, bro.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready? 54. Mike 54. Let's Pick it up. It's our time. Man. Let's get off the field. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the night, and the Giants have taken the lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Take four. Safe. Whip. Leo. Shoot.
They're going to run it with Barkley.
Nah, no
and
way,
he gets
no
halfway
way, no
there,
way.
down to the 1-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
22 yards there, a first down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
that strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get him, boys!
2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo, go. Let him know, Mike 54.
Jones operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Penny trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 49.
3rd and long, it's Wilson.
Alert 3. Check 52.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Julian Love picks it. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah, good job,
Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Let me show you what it's Chopper do, nigga. Come on, bro. It's trash ass nigga, bro.
2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Keep using that safety. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Ooh, I like it.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And he will
Good
score.
shit, boy.
Touchdown,
Good shit, boy.
Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Mike 6. Hey, let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out. Hey, check. Score. 20, look at me. Score. Deuce. Check. Crunch. Hey, check 24.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Boom!
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, wahoo! Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Hey, seam 6.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Danny. Right there. 54. Right there, 54.
From the gun, Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 12. Nice, sweetheart. Watch safety green.
On first down, Wilson.
Aren't you in a
Left
hard
side
flat,
complete
nigga? Where the
to
fuck is
Lockett.
you going?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of
I don't
bounds.
understand.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Fuck.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson, Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. And, a crush.
Yes, sir, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Locked. 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 Come on.
And a Giants touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
Tyler Lockett. It's caught. Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I could really sell right here.
The Giants
Bobby Wagner
offense at
hit
the
me.
line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Run! Run! Run!
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Check 37. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go, go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
I
And
sold.
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Come on, 70, Indy. Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, Mike, ready?
Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Shit. Fuck, I just sold that, bro.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit. Mike's 57. Now. Bring it. Bring it. Shoot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Hey, watch Sam. Check. Go. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, Delta. You better be afraid of me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Come on!
Dion Lewis finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. They still have to try the extra point, so this is not a done deal yet.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's up, and it is good. So make this a 2-point victory in grand style. This one's over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That was Barkley.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. I don't know why Lewis was in the game. That nigga made him play, boy. That's that boy first touchdown all season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come